Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Mildly Appropriate Podcast. We're here with our very special guest, B Mills. How's it going, dude? We're doing a special episode, kind of mixed with like Munch Pack, drinks, and
yeah, I feel like the Munch Pack was getting a little stale, so
yeah, we just want to mix it up, you know.
Free marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how they haven't.
How did you like?
Yet.
How did you like it before? I mean, like, was it worth the whole extra video, or did you want to just?
No, I enjoyed doing it, but I mean, it was just I thought it was a little awkward. Like,
Right.
It's hard to watch a 15-minute video on people eating food.
Right. It has to be like super edited.
Especially with the gummies too. You're probably like,
yeah,
Right.
It's bad.
You have to cut out. Believe me, you have to cut out all the little bits and pieces where like people aren't saying anything and just enjoying their snack.
Right.
So.
Which is a lot. Cause
it is a lot.
Nah, sometimes they're okay. We've had some pretty bad snacks though.
Yeah. So I don't know about you guys, but I've like really wanted to record like pretty badly.
Oh yeah.
It's just been like urging. Like I keep getting these topics where like I read them on Twitter and I'm like, this would be so good.
Sam's a very passionate guy.
oh yeah.
I just want to.
I'm sure there's a lot of rabbit holes Sam's gone down. I'm interested to see what he brings up today.
Oh well, none of them are rabbit holes because I like to keep it at least mildly tolerable, you know, for people that aren't insane. But the best one that I wanted to come up with, or that I wanted to ask everyone, is you have a choice here. You can go to the bathroom for 24 hours straight. If it meant you didn't have to go for the rest of the year, would you do it?
100%.
Yeah,
that'd be sick.
No, I enjoy going to the bathroom. What are you talking about?
Yeah, taking a nice old,
Right,
number
but
two
24 hours straight of just going to the pissing or shitting constantly.
I mean,
no.
In order to not have to go for the rest of the year.
Okay. Everyone likes to sit down and enjoy themselves when they go in the bathroom. But
right.
I feel like for a number one, like it gets inconvenient when you're drinking a lot of water. Like say you're someone who's working out, drinking a shit ton of water, you're peeing every like 20 minutes.
Right.
Then I'd be like, all right, I'm down to do that for 24 hours. Just don't have to do that ever again.
Right.
See, I'd take at least 10 to 15 minutes to go to the bathroom during work.
Right.
Okay.
It's a good break.
Yeah, it's a good break. Get away from the desk, you know.
That's true.
You got to pull up a news article, sit down, get comfortable.
Watch some YouTube videos.
You know, like a Reddit
video or
feed,
two, read an article, you know. Yeah, it's a whole process.
I feel you.
I don't know, but I would like to not have to do it anymore, though.
My vote's no.
No?
Strict no.
That's a very different question coming from you. Usually I expect something, I don't know.
Something serious. Yeah, I thought about it. I'm like, wow, it's pretty
More
thought-provoking.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, if you remember apocalypse shit, Ryan, who's going to be in your team?
Right.
Hey, I got others. We can talk about the Twitter hack that went down.
Oh, true. Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Dumb.
Why is it dumb?
Because like they could have made him say fucking anything, you know? What was it like? Hey, like send me X amount of dollars.
I've decided to give back to my community. Please send me whatever amount of Bitcoin, and I will double your amount.
Yeah, how is that giving back to the community? Like,
well, he's
just
doubling
send them
money.
fucking money.
You ever played RuneScape, Danny? This is a great classic business setup where you know in RuneScape, and they tell you doubling money. You know, you're like, dude,
Biggest
how
scam
can you
in the
go
books.
wrong with doubling my money?
Right.
I trade you some money, you traded twice as much back.
Do you know what I used to do?
How's it not
Everyone
work?
used to
You
doubling
take it.
money, and you know, like people would say, "Oh, like I'll test them."
Right.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure." So
Right.
I give them like 10K, and they'll be like, "All right, they'll give you 20K." They're like, "Oh, are you ready for the next one?" I'm like, "No, I'm down."
No, I'm good.
Just go to a different guy. They're like, "Fuck, I was trying to scam him. They never got me."
Yep, it's a
Some
classic.
people scam for like fucking mil in there.
Yeah, I think it's I wanted to talk about how it's like kind of nuts that all of these massive Twitter pages got hacked and how
They're
think
strictly
about
Democrat.
If we delay, maybe they're all strictly Democrat, but if we delay this incident by 4 months, that's total chaos.
Yeah, but
Oh, like election time?
Think about it. Yeah, if this same thing happened and they said like anything that wasn't a blatant scam,
Right.
this is like horrible. They could have started a war. Like, do you realize how insane?
That's what I'm saying. They didn't do
things
anything
that-
good. They didn't do anything good with it, man.
I think the whole point was.
it was a test trial, I think.
I think it was more so.
A little dip the toe into the
toes in.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think there's something bigger coming.
I don't think there's bigger
Some
coming.
anonymous shit.
I think this is the exact kind of thing that Anonymous would do,
Yeah.
where they tell
Big time.
Twitter, they're like, hey, we just hacked all these accounts. You guys need to step your security up so that this upcoming election doesn't get fucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, they're kind of doing it. They did it in such like a nice way. They literally put out a blatantly obvious scam where they would only get money from total idiots.
Right.
And, you know, everyone was like, yeah, clearly that's not something real.
Yeah.
I would say a majority of people don't even have cryptocurrency, let alone are willing to just give it away on
That's
a free.
true. I feel like they went after the wrong audience.
That's the whole point. Is they weren't trying to make an attack.
Yeah. I'm telling you, they're dipping their toe.
Tipping
I
the
don't-
toes in. Now that you say that, like you put it like that, I see what you're coming from.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
It's kind
Scary
of nuts.
shit.
It's kind of weird. I mean, just think of what they could have done. They could have quite literally like tanked all of Tesla stock. They could have started like a trade war.
Dude, one
There's
Elon
just-
tweet like destroys the stock or goes crazy.
Dude, Biden's Twitter account got hacked. He's the Democratic nominee.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna win. Honestly.
That's nuts. It's crazy.
I don't know, but people are
saying he's already kind of won thing, but that happened with Hillary.
That's true.
We saw what happened there.
True.
So
and that was all.
It's not over till
well,
the votes are done.
What do you? All right. So staying on this topic, what do you think about the mail-in ballots?
Oh,
yeah,
I already
that's not a
think
good
they're already getting slowed down by like the lack of UPS members that can like handle this shit. They're apparently getting slowed down across the board on mail already. They're like, yeah, this isn't gonna work very well, and they're like, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's it. That's their only response.
There's gonna be so much shit going on with them, like fake mail-in ballots, 100%.
Who knows?
Yeah.
It's just chaos. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's one of the scarier things I've heard, because that makes me think of like movies, where they're like, yeah, come vote, and you're like, all right, I can just vote from home. Let me put in 40,000 votes.
if we were in a movie, we're like in the beginning montage of like all the fucking news screens coming up, like coronavirus kills, and then like
yeah, exactly.
And it's like it's a fucking Will Ferrell movie about some fucking who knows, some post-apocalyptic
Does
shit.
anyone know how the process of like mail-in ballots work? Like, what do you have to fill out? Like, what kind of information?
I'm assuming it's like like one of those like Manila folders that it comes in. You
It
fill
must
it
be a
out.
social security thing though. It has to like use your number, or social security
Yeah.
number, because if not, people can just forge anything.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I think the whole point is. That's why they want to get
scary
mail-in
stuff.
ballots, because you rarely send people cash nowadays. If it's your birthday, like you rarely get a gift card because people just heist it. So imagine a mail-in ballot.
Why can't it be digital?
Yeah,
a digital ballot.
Yeah, I feel
That's
like,
gonna be even more hacked. That's like, dude, like hackers nowadays are.
the whole
Online.
thing is just not
Yeah.
good. Why can't my opinion is, if we can do protests, if we can do
We should be able
all
to
this stuff, like why can't we just socially distance at the voting booth?
somehow make it so the person has to put it in for you. Like you tell them what your vote is, so you don't touch everything.
Is
Something
it
like that.
is it that hard to just give them gloves? So they put on one plastic glove and go right down the board?
That's what I'm saying. Is it that hard?
No,
I
they did it at the
250
grocery
million
store.
gloves.
It couldn't be.
They did it at the grocery stores.
BYOG. Bring your own glove. if
Bring
you
your
wanna
own
vote.
glove, that'd be
Like,
good.
That's
Right,
what I'm
right.
saying. Like, but
BYOG 2021, baby.
yeah, exactly.
Hand sanitizer pump before and after.
I guess like as an option, it's fine, but like I don't think they should. So what is it like? They're gonna close down the fucking all the voting places?
They already have.
Yeah.
They've
Oh.
like restricted certain states. There was like a county. I don't
Not
remember
for
the
presidential
state.
yet, but for
Right.
local.
Right,
voting.
for local elections. There was a state, I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I know that the county was like predominantly African American, and they had hundreds of thousands of people within the county. They had one voting location. It was like, mind you, it was like a big convention center, but one voting
Yeah,
location?
right.
That's absurd. I
That
can
is
name
crazy.
like 3 right near my house.
Right.
I'd say
totally incomparable.
Cheetos.
Really?
Oh,
You
you
get
trying
Cheetos over
Cheetos?
them?
The baked ones.
The baked Cheetos, they're good, yes. But dude, I'm a big fan. I think
Oh,
Sam
good.
will like them.
I really enjoy them.
Yeah, all right. Oh, there's a spice.
Yeah.
I was waiting for it. I'm like,
Yeah.
where's
They're
that?
actually pretty spicy.
But you
Yeah.
still get the same Frito taste.
Is that right here?
Yep. That's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
it's a little sample.
There's a lot of snacks. I'm telling you, there's a lot of snacks. Shit gets wild up in this.
Yeah,
pretty good.
absolutely.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, no, they're definitely. I think they beat the honey barbecue twist Fritos.
And it's just the
My
same
Oh,
shit they
really?
put on
Oh,
the flaming hot
jeez,
Cheetos.
Say that again?
Mm-hmm.
This is the same. 'Cause
Oh.
I like the flaming hot Cheetos.
Yeah, me too.
I do too.
I'm a huge fan of Flamin' Hot
Yeah.
Cheetos.
The
Let me
baked
see if
version.
I have any other
I'm a big baked.
good
baked
topics.
version guy.
Oh,
Yeah, you know what? The
Um,
baked like chips and shit. I actually think they're better than normal chips.
me too.
100%.
I love them.
Oh,
I put too many on your plate. That's why I have. These are high quality bags. Peanut
Oh.
butter bullshit.
yeah, but the thing is, like now
Smell it
with this,
first. It might make you not like it as
you got to
much.
clear the palate.
Yeah.
I just had flaming hot fucking shit. Now I'm gonna eat this. No way.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
No.
Fuck it.
No, not bad.
Let me get some quick. What is it?
What's good?
40%.
Yeah, right.
These are really good, actually.
Uh-huh. Right.
I like these. Well, wait a little bit for that one.
So I want to know, what do you guys think about the Tesla stock price skyrocketing? You guys
Or
pay any
Amazon?
attention to that? Well, the big thing about Tesla, the reason why I wanted to like point out Tesla specifically is because now they're the most highly valued car company in the world.
It's true.
They passed Toyota. These guys have just recently dropped their price on their cars because their sales were down, but yet their company's value is more than anyone else.
It makes no sense.
How does that make any sense?
Doesn't.
I don't know. I just think these people with all this powerful money,
Yeah,
aka
the 1%,
i.e. Elon,
right?
also staying with Kanye in the voting. That's
Wait, what do
pretty
you mean
sketchy.
staying with Kanye in the voting?
He's backing Kanye for his
is
president.
he?
I thought he dropped out
the,
already.
no,
Did he really?
No, they said he did, but he actually paid the money to like become part of the race. Like
I read a post from Kanye that he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stick to music.
Honestly, I could give a fuck.
Which I don't know if that's him
he also
officially.
posted today that like his wife's trying to lock him up, like trying to get a doctor.
He just created his own font where he like just remade the alphabet.
He's so
like,
whack, dude.
which is super whack. Like, come on.
He definitely has something going on in the brain, but
I saw tons of
Power to
memes
him.
that were just like perfect discography, year after year after year, all these amazing albums, and then he just posts like garbage Twitter posts, and people are like, "Why? What are
This
you?
little thing
what are
that you just
doing?"
gave me, is this peanut butter?
Yeah, it's pretty bad, right?
It's
I actually like it. I'm a big.
I
peanut
didn't.
butter
I
fan.
didn't try it.
I thought you were giving me a nice little Nutella snack or something.
Oh, that's happening. That's gonna be
Creamy
like
chocolate,
that's gonna
you
be
know
like
what I'm saying?
the
And this
fucking
peanut butter.
finale.
Oh,
all right,
this dude's so hyped for that Nutella,
dude, they're
little
so good.
Nutella bite.
So good.
Honestly, in terms of the presidency, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just worn out.
Puppets.
I'm on board with you.
Yeah.
Puppets, man.
It's
Mr.
wild.
Fluppet.
You know what sucks? We live in a state where our vote matters.
That's
How
true.
annoying is that?
Yeah.
It does.
If
It
you
does.
were to go live in California, your vote's not going to fucking count. I
Not
tell
at
you
all.
that right now.
Not at all.
That state is
And even
going
ours
to
are
be
not
blue.
like that important. Like,
Say that again?
our votes are like not even that important. There's like smaller like fucking states that have a lot more power than us.
Like Florida.
Right, but I
Florida's
think
a huge
we're a
state.
swing state. Florida's a swing state.
Yeah.
I mean, our vote matters way more than it does
Like
in
New York,
California
right?
or
New
New
York is the
York.
one that
Right.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't fucking matter.
They always
What
get
a
blue anyway.
fucking dumb system. How is it that the more people you have, the less fucking votes that they matter?
No, it's the
I mean-
opposite. The more people you have, the more your votes matter.
No.
No. Okay, no. The less it matters, like to every like, person. Like, okay.
Like the electoral college. is what I'm
there's,
talking about.
there's more votes from the electoral college per state with more population. So California has like 40 something votes in the electoral college because they have so many
55,
fucking people.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure.
like
Yeah.
ridiculous. There's so many fucking people.
Oh.
That's
So
why I
it's
have
a lot
what-
more.
That's why I have the Congress.
It doesn't
Oh.
matter individually. Like your individual vote won't matter because everyone in that state's going to vote Democrat anyway.
Right.
So that won't matter as much. Your individual vote.
Yeah,
but
that's the
the
point I was
votes.
making.
But it going blue is a big deal to the whole election. Like 50
What,
something
were we
votes.
blue? Yeah, we were blue last.
No, we were red last.
I have
we
no
were
idea.
red.
Oh, wow.
We were red.
I have no idea. But
Florida,
we swing. We
It
go
was
left
so,
and right.
so at the end of the night, it was like they were still waiting on Florida, Pennsylvania, and a couple others, and they were like, "Oh, that's like going to decide the election." And then once Florida hit, then Pennsylvania hit, and it was all red. It was, it just went to shit. So, and then the next day, the news, you just saw tears, lots of tears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was big vote.
Yeah, honestly, like
But see what I mean? Our votes matter.
I don't think anyone here is like for Trump's like how he acts or anything, but it's so funny that would happen during that election that like everyone thought Hillary was going to win 100%. Like I think that's hilarious.
This is exactly what happens when people don't vote because they don't think they need to vote. So like
Right.
I guess we just made the joke that like your vote doesn't count kind of thing. But it's totally different for a state like California or New York where you're like you're voting red and there's like it'd be historically changing or like it'd be a big moment in time if either of those states went red. So like the odds of that happening are so low that the people have become accustomed to be like, yeah, that state's just going to be blue. They don't expect it. Whereas swing states like we are can go either way. So you have you have states like us where our votes matter. It's still like I don't know. It's hard to put it in a way where it's like
Are any of you guys voting for a president at all?
Yeah. Why not?
yeah. I mean, if I can,
I don't know if I'll vote for either of them, honestly.
I
just
mean,
mine.
I don't. I will vote for a president. I don't know if I'll vote for the nominees from
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm saying,
Democratic
yeah.
and Republican Party.
I don't know. We'll see.
I was a
haven't
big fan of
decided
Andrew
yet.
Yang, and like ever since he dropped out, I've been like, fuck this kind of thing.
Right.
I haven't decided. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm still on the fence.
I think it's important. I mean, like, I understand people want to exercise their rights, but you know, I would hate. I mean, like me personally, I feel like guilty if I were to vote for someone that I didn't fully support. Like,
Sure.
like morally, I can't be like, yeah, that's a great president right there. I'm gonna vote for him. I can't say that.
Well,
So
I mean,
then-
going down the rabbit hole has put me to a new wave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's very scary.
Would you like to explain, or
I mean,
You don't have to if you
I
want
think
to.
you should explain as well. We should go into a little.
I'll tag team? Go for it.
Yeah, let's do it later in the night though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, stay tuned for
episode
that one.
2.
Yeah, we usually don't get political on this podcast, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I mean, at this
Well, you
point,
know,
it's like,
like look, we
As
live
long
in
as
a
we're
time where
not,
you can't be.
I was
not
gonna say,
political.
if we're not like campaigning one side or the other, if
Right.
none
you're
of us
saying-
are like too like ridiculously like, oh, fuck that person because
Right.
they vote that way. It's like whatever. Like they can vote that way, but I mean, I'm just disagree with them, right?
I usually lean like pretty.
At least for me.
I found out I lean like pretty libertarian, which is kind of just like a laissez-faire kind of thing, like a hands off government. Kind of everyone does their own thing, and things will balance themselves out. it's also like really idealistic, which is not. It's the opposite of realistic.
Yeah.
So,
Wouldn't that be more conservative?
No.
Really? Okay.
It takes conservative sides in the sense of like saying that
I know libertarian is like kind of closer to the middle. So
right.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like like a hands-off government where like people don't rely on the government and the market itself kind of just relies on each other with like supply and demand, which in some people's minds that's terrible because companies that don't get government funding and backup, they straight up just fucking fail, which is going on right now. Pretty scary.
Very scary.
We gotta get Brandon on this podcast.
Dude. You and Brandon would go at it, bro.
Who?
Brandon, I don't want to say his last name. Brandon is like a big socialist. Like he's part of like a socialist group, like literally, and he like, gives his money to like socialist groups.
He's an advocate.
In terms of, like the
like
He's
socialism, like straight
like
Bernie
hardcore.
land.
Like
like worse than
he studies
more than
like
that. Like
Lenin
Marxism, stuff.
Marxism.
Like hardcore.
Like an
shit.
actual
Marxism
advocate.
is interesting.
Advocate.
Yeah.
I mean, we
maybe
probably
not
have
Marxism. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he's a fucking socialist. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
socialist.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean, but I'm sure if we put him down a rabbit hole, he'd come out a new person.
Maybe.
I think he's been through the rabbit hole.
I think that's how he got to where.
I think he is the rabbit.
That's how he got to where he
Really?
is. Yeah.
He's the
Wow.
rabbit.
I think he's the fucking rabbit.
He
dog.
is the
Yeah,
white
he's
rabbit.
What is it
Digging
called?
a hole.
Explain the red pill. I don't even know what that really is.
From the Matrix.
Yeah, it's from the Matrix. It's a
Okay.
reference. It's like
I only watched Matrix when I was young.
It's basically saying you take the red pill and you get shown the ugly truth, and
Right.
there's no really going back on it, as
Right.
opposed to the blue truth, which is kind of just the hidden, like easy way to ease
the
yourself
Matrix
into
was,
it.
right.
Yeah, and the red pill is absolutely just like terrifying. I almost had 2 heart attacks.
So what? Like, so you're like crawling through fucking 4chan and shit?
Yeah,
Or,
like
you go deeper than
4chan,
that?
a lot of QAnon.
He's a crazy guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I heard 4chan's a mean dude. He hacks a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, Anthony was really big into 4chan.
Yeah, he is.
Like he's been for like
he's a red
years.
Pill. He's a red pill son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about 4chan users.
4chan is a very fucking wild story, man.
It's
I mean,
like like Reddit with no bumpers.
Yeah,
Reddit on crack.
You know?
Yeah,
Exactly.
in a sense, but like there's so much to it. Like Reddit, I mean, 4chan is like there's actually a whole book about 4chan that I've been meaning to read. But like it's just wild. Like the people that are on there, and like the guy that ran it was a crazy guy that he ended up like making 8chan. I don't know if you heard about that.
8chan.
I know of it.
8chan. He
Yeah.
said, "Let's times this by 2."
He made 8chan. I mean, it's just like a wild story, and a lot of like it's one of those things where like you can go on 4chan pretty casually, I would say.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of shit that like it's the easiest way to go down a rabbit hole. I think, would you agree with that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it's like
I'd say a
fucking nuts.
majority of the good quote
Right.
unquote
Yeah,
content.
right.
That's you'll
Don't go
find
there
that
for
in
the
like
normal
Yeah,
4chan.
you're not gonna find good content for long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like you can easily just get into like some shit that you had no idea about.
Yeah, like
So
the Bohemian.
The
dude.
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian
did we
Grove.
just talk about that last
I
episode?
think we did.
We did.
Probably
did.
did. No, we did. Dude, we talked about
Bohemian
Bohemian
Grove.
Grove. We
Yeah.
talked about Maxwell, and it all happened. Like Maxwell getting
yeah.
arrested was like
Right,
3
right.
days later, bro.
It's like, dude, I don't understand. Like, I can't believe we live in a world. That's blue pill shit right there. Well, like, nobody knows. Nobody knows, and the people who know don't seem to care that happened.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it
No,
fucking nuts?
it's weird because you see these things that are legitimately true, and they're never going to be covered on the news.
100%.
And they're just covered up. You see a post that's quote unquote labeled conspiracy theory,
Right.
which is coined by the CIA,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's crazy, gets taken off Twitter, gets taken off Facebook, and it's nowhere to be seen again to show your friend 2 hours later.
Yep.
Be like, oh, look what I saw. But yet again, you can see George Floyd getting brutally killed
Right.
on YouTube.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's,
it's just
that
like-
wasn't censored at all.
Yeah,
It's just
so
and
it's
it's
just like,
everywhere.
What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be this one, or is it
Played
just
out.
based on whatever you want?
Just take the bag. Actually,
Yeah,
these are
smart.
the weird apple things. They look like corn though. This is fucking corn, dude. I don't
I
care.
think okay. So I first wanted to talk about. Did you guys hear about Epstein's court judge?
Yes.
They like transferred the case
Dude.
over to this new
That's
Oh, these
judge.
are not good.
Yeah, and then
No.
that's what. No, not
Would
good.
you suck on them?
Yeah, you
think
should.
it's bite 'em.
You should. They're not. I don't know. They're okay. Whatever.
Shower?
No.
No.
Are they sour?
Anyway.
Dude, he's like the dude. One time he had a sour thing on the podcast.
He freaked out. It was funny. But yeah, so this new court judge got Epstein's case, and now her husband and son were.
Husband was shot,
Husband's
lived.
injured, son's
Son
dead.
dead.
20 years old. Are
Yeah.
like just younger than
They're
us.
saying they caught the guy, or they have a suspect. The guy, it was another attorney or something who was going.
It was an
back,
attorney.
going back after her for like.
Yeah,
she was
yeah,
on,
yeah.
He got like convicted. Or something. I don't know.
Holy
I don't know
shit.
the story. I
I'm
don't
telling
wanna
you, man.
give
No
speculate.
shot. No
Nope.
shot.
No.
What?
Yeah, no shot.
Yeah, Maxwell's
This
dead.
whole thing, like, there's no, like, okay, there's two ways to live your life. you can either believe in coincidence or you don't.
Mm.
And no matter what you do, like the longer I live,
gas.
the more I fucking do not believe in
Not
coincidence
bad.
anymore.
They're growing on me.
There's no way that some crazy guy would just happen to kill or try to. I don't even know what. I think he was targeting her.
He
wasn't, right?
He was dressed up as a FedEx guy or
right.
UPS. I
but
forget.
but was he targeting the woman or was he just trying to say
Affect
make a
the
statement?
Woman. Make a statement to the woman.
Yeah, right. There's no way that would just happen. No fucking chance. Like you know,
They opened the door, shot him.
There's no way that Epstein killed himself. Like, what are the chances that the guys just happened to fuck up?
I don't know if you guys know this. I think I might have told Sam only. The same guy who did the autopsy for Jeffrey Epstein is the same guy who did the autopsy for George Floyd. Swear to God.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't that guy admit that it was a? Oh, he said a murder-suicide, right?
No, he said it was a murder.
Oh.
He's the one who admitted.
The
first guy
murder?
said it was he
Asphyxiation?
yeah, he killed himself.
Right.
The second guy, who was the guy who autopsied George Floyd as well, said that it was it was a murder.
Epstein was a murder.
Yeah, Epstein was a
okay.
murder. But also, in the other autopsy for George Floyd, it said that it wasn't a murder. They said there was I forget how they worded it, something about the cop like having his knee on his neck, but he actually died from overdose of fentanyl and meth and marijuana.
Yeah,
Overdose of marijuana.
That's
a classic.
No, they said he overdosed of fentanyl, but he had
While
marijuana
on-
and meth in his system.
Yeah, let me guess. Right after he died, they're taking his body to the autopsy place. Just
It's fucking
some fentanyl right in his. Yeah, he died because of fentanyl.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they put
Yeah.
like 15 syringes of fentanyl. Dude, he couldn't even have done that. It's like an
Well, he
elephant
did.
amount.
Yeah, what do you know? He did.
Yeah. But he did.
Right.
He did. Yeah.
Right.
Fucking
Yeah, he
Jesus
did.
Christ.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
This fucking country, man.
Yeah, no,
Whack,
it's
dude.
quite interesting.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's literally a reality TV show.
For sure.
Like,
Turning
and
into it.
when the election comes around next, like when 2021 comes around, or wait, it's this year?
Yeah.
November.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's this
Fuck,
year.
that's crazy.
I think it's like 100.
This is a
I was
wild
gonna say
year.
reality
15 days
TV
or
show.
something.
Remember,
November,
our
yeah.
president ran one of those. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, that was a great show, honestly. Like,
Well-
that's fucking hilarious.
Well,
shit.
I mean, this is my thing. I think it's the career politicians are animals. Like you're an animal if you're a career politician.
all of them take
Right.
advantage of the system.
And yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird. So it's nice that not that I'm saying like, oh, it's great, but like it's nice to have a little different view
Right.
because because in the grand scheme of things, like if you were that rich, if you had that many,
Yeah.
like
You got family money.
yeah, you have family money, you're literally on top
Why
of the
would you do
world. Why would you
That's-
want to
I thought
run
about
for
that.
president?
when he was first running, I thought about that. I'm like,
You know,
that makes
he's
no
been
sense.
crucified at the stake for literally all 4 years.
Yeah.
Nothing sticks, and then it's a news story every single day. So now, like, oh, like Corona happens just when the election. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's a little weird. It's everything's just a little suspect.
Something tells me you've gone down the rabbit hole that the coronavirus is completely planned and a ploy for shit to go down in the United States.
I mean, like it's like a proven fact that like, coronavirus is a flu-like virus.
Right.
So I mean, like it can't be fake. But like I don't know what I believe. Like you just hear some things, and you're like, all right, well.
It's hard to believe
It's
anything these days. Cause
Yeah,
you don't know what the
exactly.
fuck is
Yeah,
true.
you don't know what's true. You
Yeah.
don't know
Right.
what's fake. You don't know what's influence. You don't know what has an agenda. But
Right.
like,
Yeah,
if
it's
you
just something.
just like you take yourself out of the scenario and you look back on it, like every election year, something whack happens. Like something utterly whack happens, and it's just bizarre because like, why is it during election year? Why is it?
Well, everything always happens during election year. Like every protest stuff, that all starts
That's
up again
exactly-
right
yeah,
before.
that's
true,
exactly what I'm
100%.
saying. I'm
No,
just saying it's
100%.
a little weird.
The
'cause,
what is
like,
it? Baltimore last time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like bad, like
very bad.
everything on fire. Like that was the like I came home from school. I came home from like being out at night, like 24/7. It's Baltimore in flames, Baltimore in flames, and now it's
Now it's
like
spread everywhere though.
yeah, and now it's like oh, don't leave your house or you're gonna die. And then the WHO comes out and they're like, no, well, it can't be transferred via air. And then they're like, no, we're just kidding. Now it can be.
And when they were saying surfaces too, first they're like, oh, it can be transferred surfaces for 3 days.
Yeah,
or
no,
a
I
day.
think they said like 2 weeks.
It was like ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
like
then
2
they're like, oh, it
weeks.
can't be at all. It's like, well, we've been wearing gloves this whole time because
Yeah.
we think that it's going to. So
Don't get
this
me
way,
wrong.
is it-
I was the bull in the grocery store with the mask and the gloves on.
Of course,
like
yeah.
100%.
But,
Like,
do you think that was more them figuring out more about it, or do you think it was them just making up bullshit they didn't understand?
what I know is that if a vaccine comes out, I'm not trying it for at least 3-4 years. There's no shot. Absolutely no shot. If I get it, like because you're like the flu, you want to get the flu. Your body creates antibodies, so next time you get it, like you can fight it off. And
What if
now
you can't fight it off first time though.
Huh? Well, that's what I'm saying. If you have like a underlying issue, then you should be taking full precaution.
Yeah.
Like there's no shot that you shouldn't be. Like because maybe something happens, and I don't want to be the guy to be like, oh, don't do anything, and then you're.
Let me present a counter argument, and that's because the flu is a type of bacteria. Sorry, not bacteria. It's a type of disease where it adapts to the way it reacts with people. In other words, the reason you get the flu shot is so that your body has, you get a flu shot so your body has like a recognition. The white blood cells can recognize the disease and fight it off much more quickly.
Yeah, it's a little mini flu injection.
Right, but the thing is that those are all the vaccines we get or the flu shots we get are all previous forms of the flu. The flu is always a new adapting form of whatever it is, which is part of the reason I've stopped getting the flu shot. I think it does so little to actually prevent it because the flu that you're going to get is some crazy adapted form that.
Well, I mean, it's been told that the coronavirus has mutated at least 3 times by now.
Right.
Because they were saying the coronavirus that came over from China in Italy is different. The one that they got in Italy is different.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's more so like if there were to be a vaccine, I'd get it because why not?
No.
I'd get
Goodbye
it.
to you.
I'd get it because why
3
not?
years,
but the
you're
thing
going to
is,
have a third nipple.
Right. Of course. Because vaccines cause autism, right?
Yeah.
So.
But no, this is a scary part. We might have to cut this one out just because it's like really down the rabbit hole. So if you have so much money, think about like the top people that have so much money.
Bezos?
Jeff Bezos, the Bill Gates of the world.
Oh.
So what is Bill Gates? He's a programmer, correct?
Software engineer, yeah.
Yeah, software engineer. So like computers help, like that artificial intelligence helps, having all that knowledge via computer or whatever. Why is this man working on a vaccine?
Why is he?
Yeah, why is he working on the coronavirus vaccine?
What do you mean? Is he currently?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's funding all the vaccine like testing and all that stuff.
Probably because he already has the resources to come up with some type of cure because of how much work he's done.
Money.
Now, if
How much money he has.
if I were to, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Now, if I were to tell you, he came out a couple, I think 8 years ago saying,
the video.
Yeah, saying,
2014.
It was 2016, I believe. Was the
Yeah,
TED,
It was not long ago.
4 years ago.
The TED Talk. Yeah, we talked
literally
about it
4
on
years
here.
ago. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he had the molecule exactly shaped like coronavirus.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I didn't hear that. No.
Oh, dude,
I don't
it's
think
scary.
I don't think he had it shaped.
It's
I think
almo-
he had a typical
It's almost
virus.
a replica.
I mean,
Like
'cause-
it's like getting the lightsaber at Disney World as opposed to getting the real
Right.
lightsaber. Like
Right.
it's not real. Yeah, we know that, but it's
Right.
pretty freaking close.
he pretty much broke it down to the point where he was like, yeah, here's what's going to happen when we get some type of human mutated disease that
it's
none
gonna
of us are
fucking
ready for. And he pretty much was like, yeah, that's exactly how it's going to go down. And then 4 years later,
He said we're not prepared.
he was pretty fucking close.
We weren't. Yeah.
Pretty fucking close. That's what I'm saying. It's scary. Like why was he guessing this?
He was doing research. What do you mean? Why was he guessing? He was pre-telling that he was like, hey, if,
For what?
What do you
for
mean
what?
for what?
For what?
Knowledge?
Philanthropic reasons. You know?
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh, well, then let me create this, and then let me fix this, and then now let me kill people." That's
You
what
think
I'm.
he wants to kill people?
No. My thing is these top elites. They think we're all pawns. That's my big thing. It's
Gotcha.
like you have so much money. You have other agendas.
Right.
Like why would you care about that kid going down the street that needs bread,
Okay.
as opposed to me driving in my Bentley, wanting the kid that needs bread to clean my car?
What about him pretty much curing polio? Or sorry, not polio.
Malaria.
Yeah. How he's like increased all of the life expectancy of infants and toddlers in Africa by like 2 or 4 years. Why would he do that?
Why would you do that?
Right. If he doesn't care about the kid with
Child trafficking.
child trafficking.
Yeah, he wants
so
them.
Blood dye.
Raising,
He wants
he's
to be
raising
alive
African
first.
The
children
weird
for trade.
dude. Where's Epstein? I think you told me this. Where's Epstein's island located?
It's all the way down in.
It's in the Virgin Islands.
Right
the Virgin
next to
Islands.
where?
I have no idea.
Florida.
Haiti. What do we do in Haiti? We fund. There's we get the children out of Haiti. There's the whole Democratic Party is always down in Haiti.
Are they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
it's
In
big
what-
time.
In what way are they always down in Haiti?
They're like because like they get struck by a hurricane. They get God knows what goes on down in Haiti. So they're always in, like, it has the lowest GDP, like, known fact. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, very
Yeah,
poor
very
country.
poor.
I've seen videos of them eating dirt cakes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's not something to laugh about, but like,
Fuck, that's not funny.
Yeah, it was good timing on my end. Go ahead.
And that's the show, folks.
but it's just weird. Like, why is Jeffrey Epstein's island, which he's accused of child diddling,
Right.
right next,
For sure, 100% did it.
right next to the prime location of young children that can get snatched up that just, no one knows.
Maybe. I mean, like, you also have to consider that I shouldn't say a lot, several of the girls who were on his island have spoken up about it.
Yeah.
They pulled them right out of Palm Beach, Florida.
5 of them.
There was like a massive Ponzi scheme.
I'm
I can't
pretty
even imagine the girls that didn't want to come forward, because you could tell from the girls that he was talking to that like came through at the interview were like, yeah, I recruited a bunch of girls. Word for word. They were like, I didn't know what I was doing at the time, but they recruited them straight out of Palm Beach. It was like these girls who had no money, their dads left them, or their moms left them. One of the other, they're like emotionally damaged, and they pick them up and they go, "Hey, we can give you $200. You just got to massage this old guy."
Is this the Jeffrey Epstein documentary?
Yeah.
I didn't watch that because, I mean, that, like, why?
It is hard to watch, but I mean, like, I watched it. I thought it was important to understand, like, to hear from their perspective. It's obviously, you go into Hollywood with like maybe an idea that some of them are paid actors, but I don't know. It seems there's a lot of
That's
footage.
a whole nother thing.
There's a lot of footage that they go through. There's like police tapes of them when they were kids telling the sheriffs about what their experience was like. Like, it would have been a lot to have to fake all that. It's pretty bold. It's
Yeah,
like
Maxwell.
it's
For those
like
for those who
12
can speak English.
Right. I mean, who knows about the hundreds of girls that just never spoke up? Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's what I'm saying. And, like,
Hundreds,
terrible.
probably more than that.
for those that are alive, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, the ones that made it out.
Yeah.
So do you think they actually have footage of all these guys from
Oh,
town?
1,000%.
yeah,
Why
yeah,
do
I
you like
agree.
that?
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
there's no way he goes and kills himself, dude. He had the fucking Holy Grail. He had the Black Book.
So I think you should definitely watch the documentary, because at a certain point, one of the victims starts portraying Ghislaine Maxwell as like the head honcho, and that this
She's
dude,
fucked.
this
No,
dude
the spear cooker is the head honcho.
who's the
that?
spear cooker.
Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah. We're getting into this shit?
You know about it?
No. I'm hyper conspiracy shit.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I think we might have to.
We'll save it for
delete this
next
whole
episode.
clip.
Let me just say that
Yeah.
for now, like
We're just talking, dude.
the people that they had brought in.
Danny has so much editing to do.
yeah,
No, I'm pissed off. I want to get into that shit.
yeah, we
Okay,
might as
we're gonna
well.
do it. We're
All
gonna-
right.
We're right here. We're literally on the edge
But
of
like
the cliff.
the
Right.
the documentary portrays Ghislaine Maxwell as like the head honcho, like the dude who got caught, Epstein. He's
Almost right.
he's kind of just like a side example of what happens when you get caught.
Yeah, he's the UFO. He's in the
Right.
UFO.
He just kind of got off scotch-free. The FBI is pretty much protecting
Who's this?
Ghislaine. Epstein. Epstein was just like some punk who got caught. He's not the guy running the rodeo.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's Ghislaine. She was the one that was handling
No,
all the girls.
no.
Telling
No.
you. I mean,
The
in
child-
that,
all
ring,
right.
in
The
that
child-
ring circle.
No.
I love this shit.
The child diddling starts with Soros. 100%.
Oh yeah, you don't like
George Soros is. I've had many people tell me that I mean, many as in two, but that's still a lot of people.
That's
that,
a pretty small sample size,
This is
but
like
go
a
on.
weird-
that have
Smell
been
this
in a business room with that man and told me this guy is like. You guys seen Star Wars, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hey, Palpatine, he's like, give me more power. Like that's him. That's literally him. Like, I'm not like, when they quote unquote desensitize you through Hollywood, all the movies.
Right.
So they're like, what movie have you seen that someone doesn't die? Like all the Disney movies. Like, for fuck's sake, Bambi, dude. Like the first scene. Like Mama capped.
Okay.
Right? It was it the mom?
Right.
like dead right off the get-go. Like, what the hell is that about? You're telling me that's some bullshit, right?
No.
There's
wait,
almost like Finding Nemo.
Right.
Parents gone.
right.
Gone. Like, what the hell?
So it's
Broken
supposed to
fins.
Lion King.
desensitize people.
Yeah, no, the whole thing is like, I'm sure if we had time and we literally, I would love to do this at some like summertime, which I have no more summer, but go through at least like pick 40 random movies.
Okay.
Like besides like dramas, 40 random movies that come from Hollywood,
Right.
all of them probably have the same exact sequence of how they go about it. So you
Like
start
death?
off, you start off, someone dies, boom. And then there's a rising action, like you start to get into it. You're like, all right, like the parent's dead, like what's the little boy going to do to avenge his parent's death?
Right.
And then he becomes a fucking killer. Like, what the hell? Like, why is there so much killing? Why can't we just have a nice movie?
Well,
Like-
okay.
Killing
So
cells, baby.
What about
I
Batman?
think it goes way. I mean, like in that sense, in the sense of Hollywood, they've already said that technically, like Shakespeare brought up all 7 possible plot lines, and that everyone after that point has pretty much copied a Shakespeare plot line. Because there's only so many that you can have in one way or another, minus all of the small details that make characters. They all come back to like 7 different plots that Shakespeare has already made.
I'm going to guess he was the original diddler.
He was on the island.
Hey, Romeo and Juliet, you know.
No, but like honestly, it's like there's documents that when Walt Disney bought his, he was the VP of Disney,
Right.
right? So when he needed land, the CIA came in and they bought him ungodly amounts of land, and they go through. It's all in documents. Like, I mean, have I personally ordered the federal documents that's free to everyone, every American citizen? No. But like I've like, you know, you've seen enough things that you're like, all right, well, I mean, is it a coincidence type thing?
Right.
And it's a known fact that the CIA is in Disney in Hollywood. So why is the CIA in Hollywood? So, you know, jump down another rabbit hole. And it comes to the fact is that the media and watching something is literally the quote unquote brainwashing. So that's why I'm talking about desensitizing.
Right.
That's why I'm talking about why Hollywood plays such a big factor in what's going on right now.
Right.
Because it's literally a ring. I mean, like it could be. I imagine everything I'm talking about. 2% of it's right. Like just 2%. So
Okay.
like, take them. That's still disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'll totally agree with you that, like, the whole child pedophilia thing is just disturbing as fuck when you realize that how many people in power are taking advantage of it. I just think it's something that, like, that specifically seems like something that would just be a side effect of someone having power and not so much this rabbit hole of, like, the media wanting to desensitize the population.
That's what I'm saying. But
I mean, like, what do you think they're trying to desensitize us of? Death in general?
no, just the overall what the hell they're doing.
Which is, what do you mean?
I mean,
For
this
Disney
is-
specifically.
Disney specifically.
Right.
That's where it starts. Like the whole desensitizing and like why are they doing that?
Right. Like desensitizing to what?
I mean, like there's a lot of things. Like they make it seem that war is okay. Like war is not okay. Like what the hell is that about?
In what way is it not okay? Because I could argue that economically, war's pretty fucking great.
Yeah. Let's build a lot of shit and let's go fucking
Right. Let's
bomb
just
people.
spend a ton of stuff. Let's just keep stimulating our economy with tons and tons of spending and more spending.
World
because
War One
that
fucking blew up the economy.
sounds oddly familiar to what's going on today. But go on.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, dude, like it's weird to say that someone grows up and they just hate somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, did I like grow up and just be like, I really don't like white people? Like, no. Like, there's just no shot.
No, that kind
And,
of
like,
thought,
obviously
in my
there's-
opinion, is like straight up from who raised you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's environmental factors.
Right.
So, like, why is it okay that we should go bomb another culture just because fucking God knows what's going on there? And, like, why is Obama a Democrat putting us in 8 different countries to go raise war on these people for fucking oil? Like, it's all about, like, global domination, who can be the best. And, like, yeah, obviously, like, United States is pretty fucking good at military. Like, we have a sick military. We have sick tools.
Us, Russia, China.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, what do you want? Like, what's the point of the global domination? Like,
Oh, greed, money. What do you mean?
Exactly.
exactly.
That's his
Greed.
point, yeah.
It goes bigger than that. I think it's resources.
Greed. Yes, they want everything and power, and it's greed. It's 100% is greed.
Yeah,
It all
exactly.
comes
It's
down
not to
greed.
protect like people. Like they say it is. I don't think it's. to
You start
protect people.
asking yourself, like, why does
Yeah, to
why
protect
do
people.
Yeah,
a lot
bomb
of
the shit out of them and
No.
protect them.
you go down these rabbit holes, and normally at the end of it, you should ask yourself why of like you found out the answer, like, oh, these crazy people do crazy horrible things, and you want to know why have they done this horrible thing. I can guarantee you 90% of it all comes from greed.
Yeah.
So I watched this thing the other night. I feel like I'm talking so much.
No,
but
dude,
Hey,
you're a
good.
guest.
Hey, the guest is great.
I saw this
Better than
crazy.
Dan.
Sit
I
back
saw.
and
Look
join.
at him.
Yeah, I'm fucking loving that.
I s-
Microphone who?
I saw this crazy thing, and now this is some like redlining shit right
Okay.
here. So the whole before I go any further, has anyone been like directly affected by 9/11?
No.
Not
No.
Really.
No.
I had the day off in elementary school, but
Okay. All right. Cool. So
when 9/11 happened, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't like pissed off.
I can't hear you.
You were like 4
shit.
years old.
Wait, what the hell? We just get fucking Tuesday off? Are you shitting me? Like, this is fucking great. Let's keep doing this shit.
so have
You're
you
fucked up, dude.
have you? I mean, I won't
being
even go into
honest.
that. But did you hear the thing about Osama being in like CIA intelligence?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
His
confirmed.
family,
Yeah. Right.
His family like lives here.
Mm-hmm. So, just taking all that out of the factor, have you ever seen a plane crash into a building?
No.
No.
I think I've seen one. It was like Empire State back in like the fucking 60s or something.
A B2.
If you're going
A
into
B2.
if you're going into inside jobs, dude, we're gonna
He's all in
be.
on it,
This is
yeah.
great.
Yeah, no. I'm saying this is like bad.
I don't know if we haven't had this conversation before, but go on.
No, I mean you shouldn't. It's fucking whack. But what I'm saying, Troy's right. It was when was the Empire? Do you know
What?
when the Empire State Building was built?
60s or 70s or
I have
something.
no idea.
don't
I
know.
think in
No, that's
80
early
It was like a prop plane, right? Like hit it.
a B2.
Oh, it was a B2.
A B2, dude. That's that plane goes fast, like
Yeah.
really fast. So a B2 hits the Empire State Building in '86, I want to say,
I don't remember.
and it's a fat hole. It looks like a plane went in there.
Right.
But what they were saying when they built the World Trade Center is, you have the engineers, the architects. This thing could withstand like 140 plus years of hurricanes, of tornadoes, of high winds, of water erosion, all that stuff.
Right.
And you're telling me 2 planes crashed into a building and that building fell in less than 10 seconds?
Wait, what? The building
building
did
fell
not
way- yeah,
crash
it
within 10
wasn't
seconds
that
of the
fast.
plane hitting it.
No. The building once
Once
it
it started-
started to collapse
Oh, completely fell in
Yeah.
10 seconds.
in
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yes, it was perfect. It was the perfect collapse. Okay. I want
Have
to-
you
It pulled on
have you ever
itself.
seen a demolition
Yes,
of people
yes.
trying to
If you
take down a
show-
building?
Yes. If you show the comparison of the World Trade Center buildings and those buildings that are being demolished, it's identical.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the
what
one
do
next to the office building.
I'm saying yeah because I'm pretty sure we've talked about it on this episode before. I'm like a huge advocate for the fact that 9/11 was like an inside job completely.
Which is terrible.
Makes-
like
yeah.
absolutely disgusting. Like that. Like if you don't.
it's fucked.
Yeah, that's big fucked.
Yeah,
Like
most people
I
are
don't
like,
I don't know
ah,
something
you
that
know.
could be worse. And it was all for what?
to bring
let's-
the country together and go
let's-
to war.
Let's go fucking bomb the Middle East.
I don't know. 2008 financial crisis was pretty bad, and that was entirely the bank's fault.
Oh,
Yeah,
A lot more people were affected by that one, I think.
That's true.
I'm sure we could go into the Rockefellers if we have time.
Right, but do you also remember that the third building that fell on 9/11?
Oh, yeah.
The one that wasn't hit by
It was
anything.
like an office
Yeah, yeah,
building
and
everything
it-
just fucking
it's just like-
collapsed.
It was an office building that, mind you, had
Very little
had-
footage of that.
It had floors of the NSA.
Yeah. No, with all federal Wait, did
And
we watch
money. There was
Loose
fe-
Change? Did you see Loose Change? Is that what you watched?
I don't
Wasn't there
know.
like a lot of
I don't
money in
think
it
so.
too? Like shit tons of money.
No,
I don't know if there's
documents.
money, but yeah, the
lots
documents.
and lots
It's
of
just NSA
high.
and CIA documents.
Oh yeah,
Who
high
knows?
level,
Who the
high.
fuck knows? The spot of the Pentagon that was hit. Who knows what they lost?
Oh
We wouldn't-
my God.
We don't know what existed there in the first
No.
place. But supposedly it was accounting papers. It was the accounting department of the Pentagon.
And you know who's on the other side perfectly fine?
who?
Bull ready to get after it. He's like, oh, he puts on his tie. He's like, let's go after it. He's like,
Who?
this.
Bush?
I don't know, but
What do you mean bull?
some military high dude. I forget who his name was.
I don't know,
so.
but I'll tell you what.
And-
The day before 9/11, do you know who came out and said?
Let me get an insurance policy.
No, he
That
said
was 6 months before
he
the
said,
insurance policy.
The Department of Defense they couldn't like keep track of up to $2.1 trillion
Oh yeah,
of
they, like, it
spending.
was missing or something.
Yeah, they said
Oh.
we couldn't keep track of
That's what I was thinking
$2.1
of. The money that was
trillion
missing.
dollars.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
And did you hear the
This is
whole
the day
thing with the
before
gold
9/11.
bars underneath the World Trade
They
Center?
moved it out
No.
like days before, right, or something
No,
like that. Or weeks
yeah,
before.
something like that. Like
They
it
moved
was
a lot of money out of the World Trade Center. Like,
You
right
can
before.
catch firefighters who said like an hour before the building came down, they're like, "Hey, yeah, guys, get out of here! Building's coming down," or something like that.
yeah.
You can find the clip of it on YouTube.
My I think one of my friends, their I think one of their parents had a coworker going to the World Trade Center. She hopped in a taxi because she was running late, and she's like, obviously the taxi, hop in a taxi. Where are you going?
Right.
World Trade Center. He's like, I'm not going there today. Why is some
That's
taxi bull like on God? That's a real story. Like why?
Someone you know? Like
Huh?
someone you know?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not like I don't know them
traffic?
directly, but it's a family. Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, it couldn't. He if
I'm
he
gonna play devil's advocate.
yeah, 100%.
So,
Like
so that way, we can fucking dot our I's, cross our T's.
yeah, exactly. But like, why is that a thing? You know what I mean? Like, why does
Right.
a taxi driver, of all
Who
people,
knows?
very
So you know what's
scary?
funny? Like
knows?
every time you bring up something, you'll say something like that, and then it's like, I haven't figured out what angle you're coming at this at. You almost want to say like, hey, it's an inside job, but then it's like this taxi driver, like, so what do you think this taxi driver?
It could
was?
think about it. It could have been
Like-
the problem here is
That's not an attack on you. I'm just saying
No,
I
no, no.
can't
Right.
figure
The-
this fucking out.
the problem here is that you could have a taxi driver who's like dumb as rocks. This
Right.
dude's girlfriend broke up with him yesterday, and he's like, "Yeah, she lives a block from there. I don't even want to
not gonna-
fucking think of the area.
Yeah,
like, just
yeah,
don't
right.
even bring me there." He's like, "I'll take you wherever you want, just not near the Trade Center." And they're like, "All right, that's kind of weird." But this poor dude's just like, "Yeah, my fucking girlfriend broke up with me. I don't even want to.
Yeah,
I don't
right.
even want to think about this stuff. All right,
Right.
just tell me somewhere else, okay? You know what I mean?" Obviously, there's a whole lot of more coincidence and conspiracy that goes into being like, can't go to the Empire or the World Trade Center today. Sorry, just comes off as weird.
I'm just
since
saying,
9/11.
watching that building collapse. That what is it? 9.8 seconds, I think.
I don't know how fast it
Like
goes down.
something. It's who has the coined the gravity law of like
Newton?
free falling?
Oh, yeah, Newton.
Yeah. So it what is it like 11.2 seconds or something?
9.82
Like,
seconds.
Nine, yeah,
9.82
9.82 seconds.
Yeah.
This
hoe
hoe
9.8
dropped in
meters squared.
9.8 seconds, like
Perfect.
free
It's quick.
falling, free falling,
It was quick.
and
Yeah,
that's a
those small
fat
balls.
building.
Ooh, the sours.
Do you chew on them?
Yeah, it's nuts. I mean-
the chewy center.
Alright, so
The only point that I ever bring up with 9/11, before I list anything else, because everything else is apparently up for debate and can be argued through
I'm
like
chomping
actual
now.
practice. The thing that
I'm
I
a
always
sick
think
fuck,
is
dude.
the trump card is that a building that wasn't hit completely collapsed from external fires. How's it possible?
No, I think the
Makes no sense.
Pentagon one blows my mind.
Oh,
a
that there's-
perfect,
right.
perfect horseshoe.
Well, okay, perfect.
Doesn't even
horseshoe.
look. There was no debris.
Right.
Absolutely no debris. If a plane crashes, you should like
The
dead
plane-
bodies,
the
like
plane-
burnt shit.
Right. The plane in Pennsylvania, they said that they couldn't find a fuselage, which was like one of the first ever plane crashes they've ever recorded where there wasn't a fuselage, which is nuts. I don't know why them
what
just
is a
casually
fuselage?
landing
what is that? Like the black box?
the passenger part.
Oh.
Like the main area people
Yes.
like sit.
Interesting.
But yeah, how is it possible that you have the most heavily guarded building in the entire fucking country?
Mm-hmm.
It's renowned as the fucking DOD headquarters, and they
Right.
have webcam 5 FPS footage where 1 second the missile's in frame, the next second it's just blown up. How? What?
And
Are you kidding
and during
me?
that second, there's no plane.
Right? It's,
Where's the plane?
It's partial. It's like here's on the right side is like small white blur. It's like yeah, you can make out a rough shape of it. Next second, totally blown up, gone. That's the only footage they
This wasn't
released.
like
Are you
1930
kidding me?
when there's no cameras.
2001, we had
2001,
cameras.
there's
Dude,
no
we have
cameras.
more footage of Babe Ruth hitting home runs than that.
Right.
Like that's
right.
that. Like how fucking weird is that?
Right.
That's
Did you give me something new? Which ones are the sours? These?
Yeah, suck on first, and then you can bite into it.
Suck
I
and
want
chew.
I want the blue one.
Play gobstopper.
I'm still on the corn.
Oh, gee. He hasn't
That
been
corn
feeding. He's
sucks.
been just giving me
I
snacks.
give him.
Yeah, what's that?
asked
What do you
him
got
to
over
give
there,
me-
pal?
Take it.
Those are the smug bowls.
What is this? Whose balls?
Smug bowls.
Brett, have you seen the pilot on Adult Swim called Smiling Friends?
Oh my god. We're
It's
watching it after.
It's,
We'll
yeah,
watch it
We'll,
after.
we'll watch it after. It's really
Yeah.
good.
Dude, you'll love it. It's so funny.
It's pretty nuts.
Have you guys all watched The Boys?
I have,
Oh,
yeah.
I almost did.
It's
The
really
other
good.
night, I greened. I was so tired.
It's really good.
I like it a lot. It's a very good show.
We should probably spice it up so we can get some other content that's not going to be
Political.
completely erased.
Right, anti-government.
Yeah, right.
I'm having a feeling if any of this gets posted, we'll all go missing.
Yeah,
Nah,
for
we'll
sure.
be fine.
100%.
No one watches. We're good.
Yeah, right.
If you didn't know, Brett got a new car.
Oh yeah.
You already saw it, so you do know. But whatever,
pretty sleek.
it makes it all exciting and stuff.
House shower.
Yeah.
They don't shower at all.
Wait, what? He didn't open it yet.
I opened it.
Liar.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's weird. Usually Danny's like,
I know.
This is nowhere near as sour as
no,
the
yeah, the other one's really
toxic waste. This is like family friendly
Right.
and sour
So-
candy.
Yeah, PG.
It's fucking death.
Brett's eyes twitching.
You did the smog balls?
I don't do well with
smog
sour.
balls.
I mean, neither. That's why
Yeah.
I'm fucking shocked.
You're lying.
You're talking to the queen of sour over there.
So Brett, you've driven a Mercedes now, and you've driven a BMW.
No, let's start from the beginning. Let's start from the beginning.
yeah,
I started.
I
No,
was-
before that,
Oh, the Honda.
it was a hand-me-down Mercedes, and my sister took it.
Yeah,
Honda Pilot.
Honda Pilot.
That thing was a mobile command center.
Yes, it was.
For the people who knew, we had some.
the Flyers trip. Oh,
Oh yeah, Flyers trip. 8 heads in that thing at all times.
8 heads.
8 heads. 8-seater.
lots of heads.
It's only I thought only 4. Oh, the pilot.
The Honda
Pilot.
Pilot.
I totally
dude.
thought you were talking about the other car. Never
No,
mind.
dude,
Go
this
on.
thing,
Just
this
sit back and
one of my
forth.
favorite. Dude, 275,000 miles on it before we donated it. That thing was a
Donated it?
beast. Yeah, we. Oh yeah,
you should
Purple
have
Heart.
had them pay you for that shit.
Yeah, exactly. But no, you get like tax write-offs for
Yeah.
donations. But and then my sister had the 96 maroon Acura Integra Type R
Yep.
manual. That thing was fun.
That I do remember because
That
it
thing
had
was-
huge subs in the back.
Oh
Yep.
yes, golden
Giant.
subs, dude. That thing was nuts. But then my sister came back, and so I took the Benz back. I didn't. I just another hand me down.
Yeah, darn.
Yeah, darn. And then it was getting more expensive to fix it than to actually just have it be. So it was either my parents get a car or me, and once I decided I wasn't gonna leave yet because who wants to pay for groceries,
Right.
housing,
Rent. Yeah, fuck
rent,
Yeah.
water,
Every landlord I know is an
electricity,
asshole.
Wi-Fi. Yeah. Oh my gosh, my
Fucking
Fuck
awful.
landlords,
they're
bro.
terrible, terrible people.
Yeah, Danny's is a prick, dude.
It's
terrible.
He's such an asshole.
Yeah.
It's
But go on.
Shout out to Danny's landlord.
Yeah.
I hope you're watching.
Yeah, it's Troy. Lo
I'm
and
his
behold.
landlord.
That's hilarious. That's actually great.
Fuck that kid.
Yeah, fuck that kid. What were we even talking
Your
about?
car. After the Mercedes.
Oh yeah, that was fun. I mean, I would never complain about that car.
Right.
It was
What year was
literally
it?
a beast. It was a 05. Yeah, so we got it
That's
when
when
it
they
was.
were made nice.
Yeah, they were thick.
Yeah, new ones.
Thick. Big thickness.
Yeah, Troy hates the new ones. They're direct competitors of BMW.
BMW.
Have you seen
Yeah.
the new Bronco?
Oh,
Yeah.
that
I
thing
don't know
looks
if I
so
loved it.
nice.
I like it because it's so like you know what, like it's spacious, it's fucking futuristic. I want a car that everybody thinks I'm an asshole. You know what I mean? So I don't have to deal with bullshit on the road.
Do you?
Yeah, and I think
What
the
are you looking
Bronco
for?
is exactly what I was looking for.
Oh. The
Facts.
the Bronco, I don't know. It kind of looks it looks like a Revian but with different headlights.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like obviously the front grille is a little bit different.
Yeah,
I think they're doing it as just like let's bring back an old car and
Yeah.
just
Bring back
Oh,
the
remake
absolutely.
it.
car.
I don't know. I don't really.
no, that's exactly what
The
they're
car.
doing.
That's all it's about. The white
I'm not
Bronco.
I'm not a huge fan of Jeeps, and that it kind of runs along the lines of that same type.
Could you guys imagine that?
I just don't care for
These
it.
days, having
Yeah.
a celebrity in a fucking full-on chase in the middle of California on the highway.
It'd be ridiculous.
Oh, yeah,
like,
what a-
on TV. My
I
mom,
don't think it,
I know.
I
my
don't
mom
think
said it
would've-
was almost equivalent to 9/11 of like not obviously the how
Publicity.
crazy.
No,
but,
everybody
like,
was talking about
She's
it. It was
she
insane.
knows where she was watching it. Like it was
Yeah,
that crazy.
no,
Everyone was like,
it
tune in
is
your
a
TV
crazy
right now.
fucking
Like
thing.
O.J. Simpson's getting fucking chased by the cops
Right.
and has a fucking hostage. Like what? And then he got away. What
I
the
know,
fuck?
I know.
Yeah, and he was innocent. So yeah,
The
you
glove
seen-
didn't fit.
Have you guys seen the shit that he posts on Instagram?
He's a troll.
He is
Straight troll.
actually the biggest troll ever. He'll style post and be like, dude, I'm about to go out there and kill it. Or some shit. He'll be like, yo, who you guys want me to like tough up on next? Or I don't know the shit he says, but like
Really cringe.
you can tell that he's like hinting at the fact that he got away completely
Yeah.
free.
No,
It's
he got away
wild.
with it. He got away with it.
100%.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is, like, other people have gone fucking nuts. Are
What?
you good?
Yeah.
my mouth.
What other people?
Like, fucking, oh my god, what's that guy's name? The guy that walked on the street naked. He had that whole movement thing. He was selling bracelets or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
No. No
Like,
idea.
Zero.
he went fucking nuts. He was like walking around his neighborhood in California, completely naked and like just fucking out of his mind. There was the Shia LaBeouf, kind of went crazy in a way.
He went crazy.
But it's just weird. Like it doesn't, and nothing ever really got publicized like that shit.
I don't even know what you're
That shit
talking
was
about. So
wild.
clearly it wasn't that publicized.
Oh no, it was like a whole thing.
Do you know their name?
Shia LaBeouf thing was definitely a big thing.
Shia LaBeouf thing was
He's
big.
going pretty crazy.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
that
pretty
is,
sure
right?
that wraps around to what we were talking about before.
What, with Hollywood?
Yeah.
Well, that's funny you mentioned that. There's like, man, what was the guy's name?
I mean, I think actors.
Captain Diddler.
Actors in general have it pretty
There
rough.
was a guy that I think Dave Chappelle was talking about. I think I want to say it was Martin Lawrence, but I could be wrong. I don't know. It wasn't Martin Lawrence. It was some famous actor, and he was making very bizarre accusations about shit.
Okay.
And like everybody thought he went crazy and whatever, and they kind of passed it off. But I think it was Dave Chappelle that it was like saying that, like, no, that guy, you don't like you just don't go crazy. Like he knew him pretty well, and like the shit that he was saying is like. I don't even know what it was, but it was something about
I
like
guess Kanye's pretty up there.
Hollywood being like, kind of like fucked up, and now we know it is.
Right.
But he was saying shit like that a long time ago, and everybody just passed him off as crazy. He was a black actor. I forget his name.
I thought.
No, Corey Feldman, I think his name is. It was on like The View, and he was saying like, yeah, I'm telling you, like this whole industry's fucked up, and all those bitches on The View were like, no, it's not. It's not fucking. And
View is not.
he
Whoopi
was right.
Goldberg.
They're all saying.
No, they were saying like, yeah, no, like this whole industry's awful. Like people are getting fucked and sucked and
Harvey
fucked.
Weinstein, bro.
Yeah, no, like he said this on The View, and everybody on The View was like, no, you're fucking crazy. And it turns out they weren't. He wasn't crazy at all.
Who was the dude who like pretended he got like the modern day lynching? What was his name?
Oh God, what was that guy?
Jesse Smollett.
Yeah.
Oh.
Was it the NASCAR thing?
No,
Oh,
he was
no. I was
that
just gonna say
that
that,
was
but no.
more recent. This was like how he said that
He got beat up in a
got beat
convenience
up.
store by two
Yeah.
white guys with Trump hats on, in like Canada or something.
Didn't he make it up?
Yeah, he made it up.
Oh, yeah.
It was his
He
buddies.
paid,
the
he
guys
paid
were
people
his
to
friends.
do it or something.
Yeah.
And
Were we talking
That was
about
on
that
the
the
View
other
too.
day?
There, yeah, we were talking about that. That's what I was saying. Like that was on the View. They were like, he should never be attacked and stuff, and then
Yeah.
then it comes out like the truth. That's why you can never like judge a story until like facts come out. You can't just say, "Oh, allegedly this happened." It's like, all right, well,
That's why
I
the
mean,
video is tough.
yeah.
Having phones.
We're getting to a point where it's hard for the average person to decipher what's facts and what's not.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
I mean,
trust,
when you spend
let's-
your whole
let's-
entire life on Twitter, yeah.
Right.
Let's just like clarify that like mainstream media has no obligation to be factually correct.
Yellow journalism. Hello.
Right. I mean, we're definitely at a point where most people are choosing their left or right-sided media, and on top of that, they aren't even questioning what's going on. Too much confirmation bias, too much of them wanting to just accept what the news tells them, on top of the fact that the news has no obligation to be factually correct. I mean, you hear them put out a story, and a day later or 2 days later, they're like, "Hey, we just want to say sorry about
They won't even
incorrectly."
apologize.
No, yeah, that's the
I
thing.
mean, like
they
that
don't
was
even
that was a
apologize.
thing years ago. They'd be
They're
like, "Oh
on to
yeah,
the next
sorry,
thing.
we accidentally like published an incorrect thing, whatever." Nowadays, they just fucking brush over it. They're like, "Ah, whatever, just put out a new story." Put
Yeah,
out
new
another
story. Yeah, 100%.
They don't care at all.
That's the best part.
There's no sense.
best
of-
part.
I mean, like, how is the average person supposed to be able to like fact check their shit?
No, that's why the good thing about school is you learn how to think
Look
on
at
your
your
own,
resources,
creative
right.
thinking, and
If
just
you have a good education, I know we all went to the same high school, and that we had a great amount of resources to teach us how to do research projects really well, how to fact check our sources, make sure they were educational sources, they're reliable sources. How many of those kids do you know actively put those skills to the test? I know one personally who, he didn't want to fucking do the school projects. He was like, "Fuck this. I just want to get a passing grade. I'm out. Done."
yeah, you don't have to be. I don't think you have to have. I mean, it's easy to say on this side of the table, but I think you can use creative thinking. You can use
What, is it something
critical
on the side
thinking.
Of the table?
Yeah, this side of the table is the cultured table.
Right.
Oh, that's why we're sitting over here.
Shit. Makes
no.
sense.
That's fucked up. We're getting canceled, dude.
Yeah, so
There it goes.
Right.
new episode.
Yeah, but I think we're
We
getting
switched
to a
up.
point in the world where like we're either going to have a revolution in the fact that like people are going to get sick and tired of shit, or we're not. And like to your point about like Hollywood being in control of shit. I mean, think about this. Think about the craziness that this is. A virus broke out early March. Do you know what
Right.
the first thing people fucking
Well,
did?
let's be fair. The virus started over in China back
Yes,
in
it's
January,
November.
December.
November.
All right, then
Was
I'll say
November
that
the first
November
case?
was the
I'd
first,
say
like-
that it became a pandemic in like March, right?
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
And everybody was fucking.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know
guys,
the first thing we fucking
Can we
did.
take a second?
Yeah,
Sorry,
what's up?
sorry.
Let's interrupt
Just
Danny for a second.
Appreciate the packaging.
I think
Okay.
first thing we said, fuck that.
Right.
Yeah. he was like, Danny,
Ready?
shut the hell
So,
up.
No, nice package thing here.
He's
right.
part of the system.
Just wait. Just wait.
Yeah.
Then you
Hey,
pull
well,
it out.
let me
You're like,
talk.
you're like, oh, you know, let's pull it out. Let's see if there's individual wrap things.
Danny
no,
being
not just
censored.
individual wrap things. We have a cardboard box.
Waste of plastic. Everyone give it up
Around
for waste of
individual-
supplies and resources.
Around these individually wrapped Nutella sticks.
Nice.
They are-
Then they're not just that. Why are they stuck? Because they're glued onto it.
Damn, extra
Wow.
resources,
A lot
baby.
of products here. Let's open this
That's
up.
where they get the money. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, they get the money from that shit.
Are you gonna forget what you were talking about?
No, I still got
No,
it.
no,
Perfect.
No,
Still
yeah,
got
but
it.
this is important.
All right, you know the first thing we did
Yeah.
as a fucking society?
What?
We watched fucking Tiger King. Like what I'm saying.
What am I talking about?
This
He
what I'm
is-
saying is this is
I
like
never saw it.
I do think in a
He's
way that
Brett.
entertainment is at a point
Insane.
where there's so much shit out there in terms of entertainment
Oh, the Netflix
that
show.
it
Go on.
it's very easy. Yeah.
I was like, dude,
Yeah, wait, what?
it took me like 5 seconds. I'm like, Tiger King? Does he mean, does he mean Lion King? What the fuck is Tiger King?
There's so much shit out there that it's so easy to just fucking, I don't even want to say brainwash, but just like you just can fucking forget about everything.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier to fucking forget about the world. That was a pretty good catch.
Yeah, it's one big echo chamber. I mean, dude,
Yeah.
you ever go into incognito for reasons that aren't porn and go to YouTube? You can click on, I promise you, click on like
Incognito.
for
Wait, what
reasons-
is this?
incognito on Google Chrome?
What?
Are you
kidding me? God.
Ah, all right.
Hold
We'll
on,
save it for
whoa,
episode 2. No,
whoa.
episode 2. Episode 2.
I don't think we can.
Dude, that's nuts.
What
We're
do you
gonna
mean?
we're gonna
All
sit
right,
here
yeah,
and
finish your
explain
point,
why
then
you
we
need
gotta
to start
kill
using
this. We gotta
incognito.
kill
Oh,
this
that's not
fucking
the best
episode.
things you ever had.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
so you open up
my
5
fucking
YouTube videos on a brand new incognito mode, so it like doesn't have your cookies and stuff.
Right.
You will get sucked right into the algorithm. Your fucking feed is just whatever those 5 videos are that you fucking love. It just shows you a big ass cycle of all that same shit over and over and over again. It's the same thing with the people you choose to follow on Twitter.
And Instagram.
It's
Instagram
all
has
of
the
it,
worst
yes.
algorithm in the
All
world.
of the algorithms are just starting to like be built around confirmation bias. They're all just an echo chamber of your thoughts. You're like, yeah, the whole time. How many times does something like come onto your feed and you're like, that's so wrong. I hate it. And then you just leave them there.
Right.
You just are like, oh yeah, I'm gonna continue following that person I fucking hate.
Right.
Like, no, you don't want to hear them more things that they have to say. If you hate everything they say, you just don't follow them. So then all of your feed is just people you like and opinions you agree with.
Then I don't know. I like, for me, a lot of athletes are very like outspoken, and for me, I still like just follow them because I like athletes.
Right.
Yeah,
but
I like,
go-
I like to
okay.
get their opinions on shit.
I'm not saying
Even if I don't agree
everyone's-
with them, like
Yeah, right.
cool.
Right. I get that people follow sports people and or comedians and actors, whatever it is. But at the end of the day, if you see a bunch of shit showing up on your feed and you don't like
Give me the
it,
shit.
you're probably going to get rid of it by just
That's
blocking that
basically
person or
all social media for me.
Yeah.
correct.
I just despise everything.
What do you guys think about all the sports bubbles going on?
What about this
NBA.
incognito?
Oh,
Oh,
incognito.
okay.
Let
So
me- yeah.
go for it, Danny.
Okay. Because first I'm curious what happens here. So it's fucking 9 p.m. You're going to bed.
Early.
What's your jerk off like? What do you?
Yeah, whack a clock. Yeah.
Yeah, whack the clock. Yeah, whack the clock. Right.
This dude clearly he just opens a new
so
tab.
he's-
He
what
gives
do
no
you do?
fucks.
Like,
he goes
like,
from
alright.
his Facebook page to his YouTube.
Right.
He goes close. I'm done with those. I'm done with
I'm
those.
done
And
with
he goes
Facebook.
time for porn. He opens up just
Yeah,
another
is that what
new
you do?
tab.
Is that what you do?
Is this wrong?
Yes, that's definitely wrong.
What do you mean?
You can't just open up a new
If you
tab
right click
because
on Chrome, right?
I'm not on a
right-click.
computer.
Yeah, no, you can do this on your phone.
Okay, click the bottom right tab. You know,
I'm on my 80-inch screen TV. No, I'm just kidding.
the bottom right is a tab. Like you can like open a new tab.
yeah.
So you push that. There's a thing. It says new incognito window.
It doesn't save your fucking browsing history.
What does it matter?
See, okay, so I was just about to say,
Right.
it gets to a point where nowadays, if no one's using your phone, no one's using your computer, fuck, the form fill in is great because then you don't have to type the whole thing anymore. You know, you can just P, enter. It's done. It's one fucking
Yeah,
letter,
right,
easy peasy. But like,
Yeah.
with the whole incognito, you'd be like, I gotta fucking type everything out because I don't want anyone to know my shit.
Right.
It's like, you know,
Well, I mean, like,
it's a level of paranoia.
all right. So,
Because can I tell you the advantage of it?
yeah.
Okay, have you ever? Because this is wow.
And you see the same video every single time. Is that what you're gonna say?
No. Okay, like
I
have
like
you
that
ever
video.
have you ever given your phone to somebody and they're like to use?
Oh yeah.
So
Let me go on
do you
Paranoid.
ever have that fear that
Paranoid.
they're gonna fucking see what your porn history was?
I mean, like, you know, you're the one using my phone.
Someone types in pro baseball.
No,
just comes
yeah, right, yeah. But,
Dude,
but you see what I'm saying?
Pandora
100%.
Radio. They're like,
Pandora
You
Radio.
can avoid that completely if you use an incognito tab.
Ah.
yeah.
Right.
Wow.
It's. I mean,
Oh
like,
my
you're
God.
clearly his history is already fucked.
Or
It's
wait,
got tons
wait,
of foil
yeah,
fill
right.
and cookies.
But
Yeah,
when in
right.
high school and you were on the school computers and you didn't want to
Nice.
No.
incognito.
Incognito, man.
They don't see what you
didn't-
put
I
in.
didn't-
Really?
A,
Yeah.
they definitely do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
definitely
B, I would never use porn on a school
do. No,
computer.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
porn. I'm
That's
not
what I
saying
was thinking.
porn. I'm saying in general. You can look up
Nazi
stuff you
nuclear
don't-
bombs. I still wouldn't look up on incognito.
What was the girl who? It was in your grade.
My
I think.
grade, that dumb
She
bitch.
looked up like how to sneak acid onto a
How
plane.
to sneak on the school fucking computer
And
right
then-
before her trip.
Wait before her fucking trip to Disney.
I mean,
Did
this
she get
education
caught?
system.
Oh, she got caught.
Oh, shit.
And she wasn't allowed to go on the Disney trip.
And
That
she
fucking
I mean,
idiot.
how
actually brought it.
stupid. We had fucking iPhones back then.
No,
man.
she didn't
Look
just
it
get
up.
caught beforehand. She got caught doing it.
No.
Yeah, like she got
No,
caught.
'cause they found on the she
Oh, no.
went on a school computer and looked it up, and they're like, "Hey, somebody's looking up fucking acid here, and how to bring it on a trip." Who's this bitch? It was I forgot her name. I'm not gonna say it
I know
anyway.
who it is.
But
Holly.
No, yeah,
yeah,
you don't
right.
have to.
and then they were like, "Yeah, you can't go. You're gonna sneak fucking acid on. Are you crazy?"
Why?
Why?
I think they caught her on the plane. I thought.
No,
Oh,
because
okay.
she looked it up
False-
on the fucking
false
school
information
computer. So she never went on the trip because she did that. I mean, how stupid can you be?
Yeah. Nah.
Very stupid. That's kind of the point I've tried to make multiple times on this podcast, where like we assume that the average person is not a fucking moron.
Also,
They
there's
are.
no way that acid is hard to sneak on a plane.
No,
Those little
it's
tabs?
probably a lot easier if you're not Googling it
Right.
I'm pretty sure you could fucking
You could put that shit in your fucking shoe.
in your
man.
sock. Yeah,
Yeah.
who gives a
Just
shit?
Under
go to
your
the fucking
tongue.
scanner.
Put it in a lunchbox.
Right.
You know, it's fucking wrapped up in aluminum
You
foil.
guys
Throw
are
it in your
going-
lunchbox.
I mean, you should be
you're
doing
done.
the acid before you get to the fucking TSA anyway. So I don't know why you want it on the fucking plane. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
That's the worst part right there.
Put it in the suitcase. Throw it in the back. Who
Right.
gives a shit?
Yeah, right.
And like, do you want to be the only one tripping in Disney? Like,
Guys,
oh,
we don't promote
cool.
any kind of any drugs.
No,
We don't
we're
promote you guys
telling you the
sneaking
right
drugs
way
onto
if you
planes.
were to
Right.
do
If
it,
you were
which
to be
none
a-
of us do.
right. If you were to be a drug user, not that we are. But
That's true. Like
Not
there's
the way to
people
do
do
it.
shit all the time. It's like, why would they do that? And they did it this way.
Yeah.
They're just
Right.
stupid.
You know, I've never done it before, but I'll tell you exactly how I would do it if I were going to.
And I'll tell you how I wouldn't do it.
Right, I'll tell you how I wouldn't do it too.
Right.
But
All right, so back to the phone thing.
Okay.
So my thing is, have you ever said something and then you go on Amazon, you go on whatever, and it's
there.
right there?
Oh yeah.
yeah,
So what's to say that when you're, having some private time, why is your camera's probably on? 100%.
it's definitely not on because mine lights up when it's on. And
Yeah.
I'd get
It lights
twice
up
as
when
hard
it
if
wants you
lit
to
up
see
while
it
I was
lights
driving.
up.
If my fucking camera's on, I feel bad for everyone's on.
I'm telling you, if that light comes
That's
on,
a
if
fucking
that light
horror
comes
show
on,
right
I'm
there.
gonna be twice as excited as
But
I
what's
was before.
what's
Be
to
like,
say that it's not programmed to say
watching me
when
now.
someone turns it
Hello
on?
there.
Right.
What?
Oh, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
What?
It's definitely on.
You think
Like-
it's definitely on?
Oh,
Regardless?
100%.
Why?
100%. Why not?
Because the light would come on if it wasn't.
Dude,
Or
it's
if
probably
it- if
it's
it
probably
was
some
on.
creep on the other side, like, just gathering all this stuff and selling it to people.
But
and
like,
be
who? How he hacked my computer and has a program running to turn on my camera without turning on the light.
You're not the only one.
So they can watch me.
You're not-
Anyone's phone. Anyone who has a smartphone is
Elon
probably.
Musk is on the other side.
Oh,
So
man,
listen,
there's
listen.
a,
Don't get me wrong. I definitely think it's possible that
Oh,
people
yeah, I'm
can
just
look on your
spitballing here.
cameras.
right.
But you have to download some dumbass shit for that to happen.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I also don't think these cameras are smart enough to be like, we only want the light on sometimes and not all the time. And I don't think anyone's good enough to hack.
Do you remember
the
Have
back in
you
the day, the
have
rat-
you
remember, like,
opened up
ratting?
these cameras?
Yeah, ratting. What?
No, I don't
Have
think
you ever
it'd be
opened
hard.
up the camera?
I think it would be pretty
Opened
easy to
up a
disable
camera?
that.
That's what I'm saying.
To disable the light when
Yeah.
it's on?
100%.
I don't think so. The light's
Yeah.
not made for like a flash. It's
No, it's
just
not. but-
shown for
yeah,
power.
That's why I feel like it's easier.
How would you
I feel
disable
like that's just a quick little fucking.
Yeah, yeah.
know.
000100040.
Right, 4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
4-0.
4.
Right, it's the 4.
That's yeah.
So all these
That's
cameras are
the.
watching
They didn't
us
want
and
you
the
to know.
government's listening to us right now?
That's the best question is why would they want to
Oh.
watch me jerk my dick off? Huh?
I mean, like,
What's the
that's
reason?
what I'm
Unless
saying.
you tell-
Logical.
unless Mom does
That's a
not watch this
logical
episode.
thought. Back to the other side. Like, what about those people that just, like, are very sus?
Like what? Like okay, I can understand the crazy fucked up shit that can
What
go on
time
in a
are we at?
webcam. Probably like just
cares?
over an hour. I checked it a little bit ago.
Okay,
Anyway,
okay.
think about how often you'd have to like precisely check someone's camera for them to like catch me
It's
jerking
not
off
that
versus
hard.
watching anime for 6 hours straight. You know what I mean? Like they'll just come back and be like, "Oh, is this fucking loser doing anything else right now?" Like, guys, he's been doing this for 5 hours. He's just in the same spot.
One Piece.
Right? You know, it's just. Are they really? What are they trying to get?
That's a good thought. I mean, I was just,
Right, spitballing.
Yeah, spitballing.
That's all right. Well, I think our paranoia will end for this episode, so we'll move it on to the next one.
Adios.
Danny, cut right here.
Yeah, cut right here. No. We try and get Danny to give us an outro, like some type of words of wisdom.
So Brett, we'll give you a little backstory.
Yeah, we had a deal where Danny was supposed to make us an outro and an intro, and we were like, "Yeah, Danny, until you come up with that great intro, you're doing a sign off. You're doing our words of wisdom at the end." And we still don't have an intro.
We're 21 episodes in with no intro, so he still doesn't.
So, Danny, close us off, buddy.
Folks, don't be afraid to fail when you're out there in life. Because look, I'm telling you, it's true. It's true.
It's true.
It is true.
It's very true.
You're gonna fuck up. You're gonna fucking, completely bomb. But you know what? Like, I'm a great example. I keep fucking losing my fucking job, all right? And I keep finding them too, So eventually, there's going to be a job I find where I don't lose it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hopefully, I'm in it now, but probably not,
Probably not.
So just do what you want to fucking do. You're going to fail on the way there, but it's all good.
All right.
All right?
It's all good, boys.
I love when I end with the clap.
Peace.
Uh-huh.